All right.
Wait, let me see if I can see this guy.
And
There he is. That's the guy that he didn't know we were live. And then when he realized we weren't live, then he started smoking. Yo, you're hilarious.
And bingo, we are live. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Welcome. Let me make sure. Yep. All right, we are good to go. Welcome, fellow travelers, to our new Envisioning New Earth live stream. We are blessed to have you in the space as we discuss our visions of New Earth, what we think of whenever we hear the words New Earth. And yeah, so as we go along and as we towards the end of this broadcast, we're going to conclude with a meditation to anchor in our visions of New Earth and what we see New Earth as. And we're going to anchor that vibration down into Mother Gaia. So let's get right into it. My name is Sunny Threlkeld. I'm the founder and leader of the New Earth Project. And the New Earth Project is a collection of spiritual leaders, teachers, healers, and visionaries here to help raise the vibration of planet Earth. And I'm going to pass it off to Campton. You want to introduce yourself?
Mm-hmm. What's up? My name is Campton, born 1996, grew up with the internet, a lot of mental health issues. And what saved me was plant medicine, competitive video gaming, yogic science, ancient wisdom, the power of community online to sort of overcome my challenges by like mastering the brain, treating my body and mind as an instrument. And that's sort of what led into my spiritual awakening and sort of continually drives that passion to articulate Eureka into the cultural atmosphere to try to change minds, uplift people, and help them find their heart, their instinct, their intuition. And I jumped on the New Earth Project, and I'm working with Sunny and all these other beautiful people to do just that in a very serious, professional, and lax, awesome, creative, artistic way. So I'm super excited to be here and envision New Earth and participate in the grand global awakening. So that's me. Talk and stick over to Brother Rome.
Oh, appreciate it, Brother Campton. Yes. Hello, everybody. Yeah, my name is Rome Grayson. I am a Midwesterner myself, born in 1947. And I'm a sage. I'm a teacher. I'm a guide. And I think the New Earth Project has a lot of exceptional goals to it that are soon be reached. I see that it's going to be helping a lot of people in a lot of ways, and I'm glad to be a part of it any way I can. Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Can
Rome.
pick a person to pass it to.
Oh yes. Go ahead, Jake. Why don't you take it from me?
My name is Jake Lombardi. I am a freshman at Penn State, but I'm also one of the leaders of New Earth, and basically we want to help humanity heal themselves from past traumas and whatnot and help them ascend into higher realms of consciousness. And we're going to do this through unification, unity of the people, and through love. And I will pass it off to Mr. King.
All right, guys, what is up? So I am 20 years old. I've been a conscious creator just starting this year. When COVID hit, I started really learning about consciousness. I was always into consciousness, but when COVID hit, I couldn't go to school. I applied twice for schools, but the universe wouldn't let me because all this COVID stuff. So then that's when I really got hit with all this conscious stuff. And then I really started working really hard on myself and, discovering who I really am. And from there, I just really started delving into meditation, astral projection. I was in astral projection for about 8 or 9 years. And then I started getting into ETs and then the 5D consciousness, which is something I'm really working on now. And then I found this group and I was invited, and I thought it was a really great idea and really awesome platform and just group to really be a part of. So I'm so glad to be here, and I'm excited to see what we're actually going to do in the future.
Totally, man. Thank you. Thanks, King Cash.
Got
Sarah,
to-
welcome to the Zoom. Would you like to introduce yourself? If not, totally cool. If you just want to hang out. All right, let's get right into it. So, New Earth. What is New Earth? What? Whenever you hear the words New Earth, what do you think of? What? Because we hear this term New Earth thrown around quite frequently. Like, oh, we're ascending to New Earth. So what is that New Earth? And I think New Earth has there's not one set definition that could be put on New Earth. As we all see, we all experience higher elevated or higher consciousness differently. We all experience it in many different ways and feel it different ways. And so how I see New Earth as being, well, how I feel it in my heart is I see it as a return to the inner child. The inner child, New Earth is a place where the inner child is able to run free without all these negative things that can impact and damage that inner child. It's a place that nurtures that inner child and lets it to be, and it's a space that allows it to be loved and held. So it's like that. It's like I see New Earth as like it's like that. It's like a playground. It's essentially a super awesome, loving playground that we all used to play at when we were children.
I think that New Earth is, this is going to sound really corny, but like everybody loving each other and people fully respecting each other, because I think people don't really understand the true power. People don't really understand what's really going on behind the scenes. And even if they do figure out what's going on behind the scenes, they really channel it in a very negative way. Like, oh, the government's doing this and that to you. Well, of course they are, but why don't you focus on the positive side of it and, become a better person? So I think New Earth is channeling very just high vibrations and understanding who you truly are. Once everybody understands who they truly are, I think it's gonna be really easy for people to, further themselves. And Earth is just a whole new vibration, a whole new place.
Authenticity, man. Like it's completely open, and it's negativity just can't exist there. It's not. It just gets automatically transmuted into love.
Exactly. And that's something that people need to learn when you have, and that goes with the yin and yang, right? I just started learning this recently, how, it's not becoming higher vibrational isn't running from negativity, it's channeling it to better you and positivity. So when you have negative thoughts, when you experience negative, painful situations, you channel that and help you become a positive being.
Yeah,
and
man.
That's one thing I think if everybody understood, again, there'd be huge change. That's something needed.
Totally. What you fight, like just going off of not trying to fight negativity, because what you fight and go up against, you give power and energy to.
Yeah. So I think that learning to not fight it and accept it. Oh, this is something, I'm not no preacher, know everything. This is something I'm still trying to learn. But any form of negativity you have, like for me, the huge thing is negative thoughts. When you have these things, learning not to fight them, but to use them to catapult you, and just accepting them, because again, there's no light without the dark, and there's no dark without the light. Corny again, but it is the truth of
it's the truth. Yeah, it's the truth.
Yeah. Hey, look, I look at the New Earth Project, more specifically the New Earth Academy, as part of the stepping stone of evolution of humankind. I just not too long ago, or actually today, watched this Barbara Hubbard talk, and she was talking about how human evolution coming back, getting stronger, coming back to Gaia, getting more closer and centered and more spiritual. It's just a part of the evolution. And I think New Earth Project, New Earth Academy, setting themselves up to help a lot of people discover self, discover themselves, and to discover their own awakening. And I think groups like this and groups other that are like this to teach others are going to be key in the shift.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. We're only seeing a higher and higher demand of spiritual knowledge and spiritual wisdom. For example, right before we started the live stream, Cash and I were talking about how metaphysical stores are just popping up everywhere. There's a huge influx of metaphysical stores that have been popping up over the last 2 years. And we didn't see this like even 2 years ago. We didn't see all of this. And demand is just increasing each and every day. And we look at all the platforms, there's just new spiritual creators coming out each and every single day. And so as we go along this journey, this ascension, as we go further and further on this ascension path, it's important that we connect with like-minded individuals and connect with that soul tribe, because as we connect, as our energies connect like that, it's creating an extremely strong energetic grid, high vibrational energetic grid on planet Earth. It's increasing the vibration even more than you just increasing the vibration of yourself. When you come together with other people that are also working to raise the vibration of Earth, it creates very, very, very potent.
The sum is greater than the whole, just like our human organism, the trillions of cells that make us up.
Oh yeah.
When we listen to that internal purpose that excites us and drives us to join projects like this, we do join that group mind and collectively, as you said, raise the vibration and consciousness of the planet. We work like a unit.
I think it's also about extending what's actually possible, because people don't think things are possible, and then that keeps them within a low state. So as soon as you know that your thoughts create your reality, and that the energy you give off, you attract, little things like that may be basic to us, like basic little things that we're like, yeah, that's classic knowledge. But to other people, like if I tell people that, they're like, oh my gosh, are you serious? I'm like, you didn't know that? Like,
yeah, it's completely reality shattering.
I saw a quote of something
Paradigm
like
shifting.
think as if like you knew you couldn't fail. So basically that's just saying like if you like know like the universe is on your side, and like how big are you really gonna think like your ideas and what you want to create or whatever, like what we're doing is gonna be huge. So like as if we're thinking as if we're not gonna fail, and that's why we're gonna succeed.
How do you think big, Jake? What are your
How
big
do I
ideas?
think big? Well, personally, I think thinking big starts small. So I think just once you like kind of like get in your groove, you have to start small in order to think big. So what that means is, say I wanted to change the world, change like human consciousness, sort of. I got to start small in order to make it big. So it starts with one person. It starts with me changing myself personally, and then realizing patterns, ego, separation, all that type of stuff. What's my ego? What triggers me? And then I can see it in other people too. And then if I explain, like today, for instance, it was some lady yelled at me because the mandate says that I cannot wear a mask, or I have to wear a mask in the store, and I just wasn't wearing a mask or whatever. So she started screaming at me, and I just asked her, I was like, where's all that hate coming from? Like, that's not a place of love. Like why are you so angry? And her explanation was just, it's because of the mandates. And I was like, that's the problem. Like, you don't need to be so angry. Like, you don't have to carry that coding through yourself.
Unnecessary. Yeah.
That thinking big and doing big things, it all starts from one small act of courage, and another act of courage, and another choice, another action. And those small actions slowly lead up and build and build and build, and they gain more and more and more and more momentum. And then a year later you look back and be like, holy shit, like it was those big, it's not those big acts of courage that changed everything. It was those small little acts
Your
of
experiences
courage and
create your
action
reality.
that
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's what shifts the paradigm.
Like, say you have a fear of, for some people, like socially talking, and just it could be the biggest thing in the world just to go up to some stranger and just start chatting with them. Like people are scared of that, and like just doing it with one person makes you realize like you're creating a mental barrier in your head that is non-existent. Like it's literally like now I can just like I used to do that back in high school, like freshman year or whatever. I would just like was too scared to go talk to girls or like just normal stuff. And then just once you do it once, it's like
Yeah,
easy.
it builds up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just want to introduce our new guest, Stephanie Forlini. Welcome to the live stream. You want to introduce yourself real quick?
Hi, thanks for having me. Yeah, sorry I missed everybody's introduction. I had to find my laptop charger.
No worries.
Thanks for having me and holding space. I'm not sure where the introductions were going, but yes, my name's Stephanie. I'm from Rhode Island. I'm 25. And is there anything else that you guys included?
Yeah, we were talking about our
Wonderful,
visions of
man.
New Earth and what we
Yeah.
think of whenever we hear the words New Earth.
So I think of a place of hope, a place of peace for everybody, a place where everybody will just innately feel the calamity and wonder of life, and I envision New Earth kind of taking it there. I really envision everybody being able to come together and show that this is a possibility. This is a choice that people can make.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I didn't share this earlier, but I also see New Earth as it's a space where we're able to. It's a structure, a space where we're able to experience extremely positive, uplifting emotions, like that state of awe. You know that state whenever you are say you're driving down the road, driving down a country road with your friends, and that one song comes on that just gives you those goosebumps and you just feel total bliss. Those are the kinds of emotions that I'm talking about. Those are the emotions that New Earth produces.
Mhm.
What kind of
And-
song is that for you? Is it a Taylor Swift song?
Miley Cyrus, bro. Party in the USA. Every time that song comes on.
Miley Cyrus is my dog, and Justin Bieber's music has been fire lately. It's off topic, but true. True.
Yeah, she's funny.
But I can't wait to see where this project's gonna go. You know what? I see a huge future with, I can see all of us on Gaia TV. I can see us all, having little schools around everywhere and little events and things like that. I see us meeting up. I see us all having this huge panel where we're talking about this, and people that are really looking for this, people who truly want to find their inner power and understand the universe are gonna all be there.
That's where we're heading towards, man. Like we're at that cusp of we're literally shifting ages. We're going into a new age. We're on that
whole new
verge.
era,
A
yeah.
a completely new era
Baby.
with completely new possibilities. And so as we see the old world start to begin to collapse, there's always rebirth. There's death. It's just rebirth. And so we're beginning to see this rebirth of a beautiful, beautiful world where the possibilities are just endless. And it's the currency isn't run on fear and hate and greed. The currency is love.
Oh,
That is the currency of the earth. It's
Yes.
love and vibration.
I have a question for you. So how would you, for people watching, how would you suggest that they remove all fear and just embrace all of, how will they get rid of all their fears and overcome them?
You must confront the fear. You must go full head on into the fear and explore the fear. Say you have a fear of public speaking, for example, and that fear, and you're always scared of it. It brings up negative emotions whenever you try and go to experience. You must go through and put yourself through the public speaking. And so there's many different things that you can do to help try and solve that. It's just, for example, just going out and talking to random people in the street and literally just speaking up and confronting that fear. And then as you confront that fear, like take small steps with it too, and confronting that fear. It's not beneficial to try and jump off the cliff right away and take that big step right away. It starts with that small step. Just continuously work on confronting that fear.
Even if that means journaling all your fears and just getting over them.
Getting it down on paper, that's a wonderful start.
Can I riff on that question?
Yeah,
I
go
love
ahead.
the question. It's just
Go ahead,
so
Camp.
much.
Take it over, man.
So like the fear and love, the like spectrum kind of framework I love, and also the journaling that you mentioned, that's amazing as well. And I think that we have to prove it to ourselves. So we have to tell people that the power is within themselves, that their fear is a representation of their brain being like, I don't know, like what's going on really in this situation. And then the need for your will, your spirit to push you beyond that barrier to attain the confidence on the other side, right? Like installing that knowingness within you that your brain was capable of coming up with an idea, acting on it, and succeeding. So fear is really just an internal indicator, just like hunger is. And we can use our will to feel those feelings, yet navigate our life regardless of those, and use them as merely information and not necessarily develop an emotional attachment to those things. So I think the fear versus love / like love to me is more about like care and fun and joy and like attentiveness and things like that, which is mixed into the spectrum, which is multidimensional. The love and fear spectrum. So I don't know. That was just a thought that came to me off of what you said, Sonny, and a cool question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Wow. I actually love the way you said that.
Thank you.
Yeah, Campton has a special way of just putting things into words and just putting it all in the it's amazing that how you're able to do that.
Yo, he's like here. I mean,
so would anybody else like to share their visions of New Earth and what New Earth is and how they feel about it? Anything at all? Jay, Camp?
I'm trying to hear from you. You like, what is your, like, okay, because I haven't really been analyzing too much of your plans. So I want to know, what is your grand plan? Because I also saw someone talking about not the hotel, but the Airbnb.
That was Camp. Yeah, grand plan at the end of the day. It's at the very end of the roadmap, is having a massive piece of land where we're able to create many different things on it, including retreat centers, spiritual school.
Do you see us having like a little house? You know those people that like create like they create content, but they have like a house that they're all in? Are you trying to do something like that?
So say that again.
Like it's like all these content creators, you know, these boy and girl, like the hype house.
Oh yeah, like those, yeah. But yeah. I said that. But obviously having so much cooler shit that's bringing an immense amount of value right back to humanity and back to Mother Earth.
Can I riff on some of that, Sonny?
Take it over, man. Take it over.
Yeah, so the New Earth Project and vision is absolutely ideas like the kind of neo-commune / neo-spiritual commune, where it's a bunch of conscious individuals coming together. You know that they're sensitive, you know that they're vetted, right? You know, people can sense a vibe at this point, so it's not really that big of a deal. So things like hippie buses and van life, you know, gamifying, like cleaning up Earth. We were trying to get sign a cryptocurrency, like if you pick up litter, like little ideas like that accumulate into successfully changing the narrative from like this dark and dank and twisted world and government and elite run into a more like, no, the positivity and potential inside every single human being is way too bright to ignore. We should expound upon that using these nuanced ideas and the people and these passionate, fiery hearts that we so easily found on TikTok and other social media platforms. And for me, this is the most exciting thing that I could possibly imagine, because I've always wanted to be a part of a team. I never wanted to do this thing alone, and I'm a very sensitive individual. So having these impactful souls around me who are also sensitive and kind of get that deep desire for that feminine energy in the world to kind of wash away the chaos of the overburdening masculine that we have at this point. So those are just a few things that excite me about the nuances and innovative potential. Like actually you mentioned, King, earlier, like we do need to innovate, we do need to dream. We all are Einsteins and hidden Galileos across the planet. And within this unification, just as Sunny mentioned, and as we mentioned throughout the broadcast, the sum, or this, yeah, the sum, no, the whole is greater than the individual parts. So that's
Yes,
what I
sir.
love.
Yes, so that's essentially the end goal of the New Earth project, is having that land with all of that stuff. And let's be grounded here. We can't go from where we are right here to that. We have to break it down into many steps
Little
and
baby
many
steps.
phases.
Yeah.
And it starts with creating digital communities and bringing people together, conscious individuals together, kind of like how we are doing right now, and creating structures to be able to help onboard those that are first awakening, to help those that are just awakening. And so that's something that I'm really passionate about. I love helping people that are just getting started on their awakening path, because I know I felt like I felt the exact same way. I felt so lost and confused on that initial part of my journey. And so that's really one of those passions that just lights that fire within my heart. And so one of the first projects that the New Earth Project is producing is the New Earth Academy and our release of our Awakening 101 course. And we're still in the early developmental stages of it, but essentially what it's going to be is going to be a foolproof course of taking you through the steps and processes of the awakening to help allow you to process your initial stages of awakening, because it could be a lot to process and to handle. And so our goal is to help hook you up and connect you with other like-minded individuals through that, and to push you in the right, just get you into the right direction, get you where you need to be, so you can help develop your develop on your own as well.
It's crazy how when we look back at
experience.
when we were just becoming conscious, like for me anyways, there was no people that were really into it a lot. You would find some YouTubers, but they weren't, like, some of them maybe would have max like 100,000 or so, or they were just seen as kind of like mad people. Like people were like, what are you talking about? I don't want to come to astral projection. There was little things. Like how old was I? I was like 14 looking up astral projection, and there was barely anything about it. So I think this is gonna be cool seeing all of us be there for people, like we're being there for ourselves, you know?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why we awoken early in this conscious shift, is so we're able to create this community for people who, whenever people start mass awakening, they're gonna look at the New Earth Project and be like, oh my gosh, like this is so cool, like I want to join this, you know?
Mm-hmm. Word.
Yeah, and it comes down to creating that community at the end of the day, where those people are able to, where those that are first awakening are able, even now, even now, like I need people like-minded individuals in my life. I need you guys. Otherwise, like I just feel so alone with all
Yeah.
these fucking amazing thoughts that I have. And so the community aspect to me is number one.
But you're the heart of it. You guide everything. We're just following your lead.
What's up, man? But so yeah, let's we covered everything I wanted to cover so far within the conversation aspect. Is there anything else that you guys want to get off your chest, like talk about, get off your chest, anything?
Click the links in bio, join the Telegram, hang out with us. We talk every single day, and you can reach out to myself or for anything about the New Earth Project. And
Yeah, join our community. We have an amazing community that we're creating. It's awesome.
Come
It's a lot
spread
of
some
fun.
love, baby.
So we're gonna start to move into a little meditation here. So you can lie down, sit in your chair, relax. Slow down your breath. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. And as you exhale, feel yourself becoming more relaxed. In through the nose. And exhale. Now I would like for you to picture New Earth. What do you see? You see many of us gathering around, laughing, enjoying each other's company, hugging. Hold that vision. Allow yourself to feel that energy, those emotions that come along with that image, that vision. As that energy slowly moves down from your crown to your heart, allow your heart to feel and absorb that laughter, strong emotions, that joy. Now imagine this energy start to slowly move down your body into your solar plexus. And into your sacral. Then allow yourself to feel it within your root. Feel this energy begin to connect with the earth, with Mother Gaia. Feel this ball of light going into the earth. What you're doing is you're anchoring this high vibrational energy into Mother Gaia. Allow yourself to be held by this beautiful, beautiful energy that is Mother Gaia. Feel all the love that she's giving you. Picture it as a blanket wrapped in love. Feel yourself relaxing even more. More and more. When you feel called to, begin to come back. Yeah. Open your eyes. When you're ready, you can come back whenever you feel called to. That felt good.
Not me sobbing.
Really?
Oh my God, wow, it was like, it felt so good. I was like thinking about like this new earth and everything. I could literally feel it. And I was like, I don't know. It's, you know, that like cute aggression you get with animals when you're just like, it's so cute. I don't know what to do. That kind of like just so much excitement because you're so excited about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel that. I love like whenever I start thinking about all New Earth and I start to feel these these amazing positive uplifting emotions throughout my whole body, and I just feel like a kid. I get so excited, I get so giddy, and I'm like it's awesome. It feels so good.
What it was. It was like feeling it like, I don't know, like home. Like that was like, I don't know, in
Yeah,
the
it felt really good.
where you belonged. I don't know, it just felt so right.
Felt really good, and we're doing this over the computer too. Like, imagine if we meet up in person, dude.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. It's gonna be
I
awesome.
know what that feels like.
Oh yeah.
Where do you guys even live? Because I feel like we're mad far.
I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I'm usually in
Okay.
Arizona.
Ramen.
I feel like you're in Florida, Cash.
No, I know everybody says I look like a Florida guy. I'm actually
You
in
look like a
Canada.
Florida guy. You live in
Canada?
Canada?
Oh, wow.
I never would
I
have
wouldn't
thought
have
that.
guessed that.
You look like a Florida guy.
Right? And it's getting cold here. I wish I was in Florida.
What part of Canada?
I'm near Toronto. I'm in a small town near there.
I've got good friends of mine that are in Toronto that are like-minded. You should hook up with them.
Yeah, isn't Mikey up in there and Tim? Don't Mikey? No, Tim's in Ottawa.
Ottawa. Yeah, Tim's Ottawa.
Mikey's in
That'd be
Toronto.
cool.
Spider-Man up there, man.
Yeah,
Is he up
Mystic
there,
Spider-
Tim?
Spider-Man,
Yes.
Is he up here?
Mystic's up there, yeah.
Oh.
He's in London.
He's in London right now?
Oh. Wow, I'm gonna tell him now.
I didn't mean to dox him like that, but
Hopefully he doesn't think I'm a creep.
all right, we're gonna end up this live stream and then we can continue to talk. All right, thank you all for joining live stream. If you're still here watching, much love to you. And go, you can find all the links down in the down our bio and join our community. It's an amazing community. We'd love to have you here. And peace.
Bye.
See you guys.